Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so glad you're joining me again today. Today I am back with another clean and simple Halloween card using some digital stamps by Streamside Studios. Now this is a really simple card to make, so it's a really fast video as well. But you can check out all the products that I used in the description down below if you miss anything or if I go too quickly. Now this fairy witch I am using is from the Halloween Fairies stamp set by Streamside Studios. Like I said, these are digital stamps, so I just printed them out using my inkjet printer onto Clairefontaine DCP 250 GSM cardstock. And that's perfect, this ink and this paper, for alcohol markers. So I am doing some quick and simple coloring on this fairy witch. I stuck to purple for the dress and some orange for her hair and the accents on the head and the dress as well. And I do mix in a little bit of red in the orange to make it a little bit more bold. I chose these colors because I already knew what my background would look like, and that would be mostly green, so I used the two other Halloween colors to color in this fairy. I have sped up this footage quite a bit. I think I spent 20 minutes coloring this, and it was a lot of fun. Not complaining, just letting you know. In total, I spent a little bit over 45 minutes on this card, and it was a lot of fun to make. I really like Halloween colors. I can't believe I got so into Halloween cards, and now the season is already almost over. Such a bummer. I finished off the broomstick with some brown alcohol markers, and then I can work on my backdrop. And for the backdrop, I just masked off a little strip on my cardstock panel. This is also Clairefontaine DCP 250 GSM cardstock, and I die cut this panel with some stitched rectangles, so it has a nice stitched outline all the way around. I'm using inks by Pinkfresh Studio. I used the Grassy Knoll, which is my favorite green, and also some Aquamarine ink and the Tidal Pond ink, and that's the darkest one. It's a gorgeous teal. I really love that range of teals that Pinkfresh Studio has. It's right up my alley. Then I can carefully pull away that masking tape. That's just some painter's tape. It happens to be purple, but it's not the purple tape everyone seems to talk about. So I want to emboss a little sentiment on there. This sentiment is by Reverse Confetti from the Boudet stamp set. And I'm stamping that on there with Versamark ink after prepping my cardstock with an anti-static powder bag, so I can emboss this without having to worry about getting embossing powder everywhere. I just used an acrylic block to stamp this. You could use your Missy or your stamping platform. I prefer stamping things out with an acrylic block if it's just something quick like this. And I then just glued this panel onto a top folding white note card, and I propped up the fairy witch with some foam squares. Then you can see my little heart-shaped bowl of candies. I colored these off screen. I planned on using them for a shaker card, but I haven't had a chance to make that one yet, so I just used a couple of them as embellishments on this card. Now I am adding some Wink of Stella brush pen to the wings of the fairy, which I always do when I'm coloring fairies, but I had a little mishap. There was a whole blob of glitter that came out of the pen, and it got out onto the dress of the fairy, so I just colored over it with more of that dark purple that I used. It doesn't cover up the glitter completely, but it makes it a little bit less noticeable. I then added some sequins as embellishments. These are the Majestic Confetti by Studio Katia. I really like these for a subtle embellishment, and I didn't need much with the candy already acting as some embellishments. I folded an envelope, an A2 sized envelope, with my We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board using some green cardstock. Obviously, I would have liked a lime green cardstock to go with my card. I didn't have that. Sometimes you just don't have what you need, and you just make do with what you do have. This green still works. I am just folding that and reinforcing the score lines with my bone folder before adhering everything together with the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. And once that's done, I can just add a couple of things to the front of the envelope to make it match my card. And I'm just adding some candies that I had left over from that shaker card that I didn't make. I might still make it, but maybe not this year for Halloween. I just adhered those on with the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, and that's it. A really clean and simple Halloween card, all done. I really love that Candy Witch Fairy from Streamside Studios, and I love the colors in the background as well. Teals and that lime green are right up my alley. I hope you like it too, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. If you want to see more of my videos, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button down below if you want to be notified every time I upload. Now, if you don't want to wait for a new upload, you can also head over to my channel, and I have all my videos organized in playlists, so you can search by technique or by coloring method or whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.